As a proud graduate of an HBCU, what did your experience at Tennessee State University mean to you, and how has that experience shaped and molded who India has become today?
Well, so I really feel that one, my time at Tennessee State, I wouldn't have chosen another university. I am so glad that that is where I landed. And initially, it wasn't going to go that way. I actually did not apply to Tennessee State until late April of my senior year. When the recruiter, Mr. Clark, came to my high school in Tennessee, in Chattanooga, and I was one of the last students leaving out of the cafeteria. He was like, "Young lady, what are you doing, after you graduate?" And I'm like, "I don't know. And he said, "You should consider Tennessee State." And I was like, "Oh, okay." I thought about the Air Force and some other things, but, I just didn't really know. I didn't really have real direction or guidance, to be quite honest. And so, Mr. Clark encouraged me to do it. And I took the application, I applied. Again, that was like late April. It was almost graduation time, and I got accepted. And then went in the summer, to do when they had like a incoming freshman weekend where you do testing and things like that. And I just couldn't believe it. And I was every time I would see Mr. Clark on that campus, I would always thank him. I'm talking about from freshman year all the way until I graduated. And I'm like, if it were not for you, I don't know what I would have done. And I was so grateful. I feel like Tennessee State not only prepared me for the marketplace and what was to come, but I was so far, I feel, ahead of some of my peers and colleagues once I got into the workforce. I think people will sometimes maybe downgrade or think that HBCUs are lesser than other universities. And that was not the case. When I say I felt prepared, I was prepared. And I went on to have a wonderful career where I was able to be at tables, sometimes as the only Black person, period. And I felt that everything that I learned at Tennessee State prepared me to be at those tables.
That's amazing. To that perspective of it, because I've asked that question to other people before, and there's a very variety of answers that I get. But you saying that you felt prepared, that Tennessee State University prepared you, and HBCU prepared you. I like that because you're right. A lot of times the thought process is that an HBCU, while it might be a good collegiate experience from a growth perspective, from
Hmm.
an experience perspective, but maybe not preparation for life outside of college life, in the
Oh,
corporate
yeah.
world. And I felt the same way. I mean, in the circles that I involved myself in jobs that I had when I graduated from Tennessee State University, same way. I felt prepared. I didn't feel out of place. I didn't feel like I wasn't ready for everything that was coming to me. So
Absolutely.
we,
Yeah. And I
it's
even
mutual. Go
had,
ahead.
oh, I'm sorry. I even had professors. I remember some key things, sharing with us students while we were in class that, these are the things that you have to do as Black students. This is what, or as a Black professional entering the marketplace, this is what you're going to have to do. There are things, of course, that our parents or our family, our villages would, say to us throughout life to prepare us, right, for this world. But I had professors that would, just be very brutally honest, if you will, and would say, "Hey, you're going to have to get in there and work 150% on top of what you might see some of your other colleagues doing. And you're going to have to do this. And you need to know these
You
things
may have
to
to
prepare you to
pause.
get there."